Dear students, today we are discussing with traffic flow and control module 3 of traffic engineering and management. In this, we are going to discuss today's topic is traffic signs. Uh, Traffic signs are the signs which are provided at the edge of the carriageway to give information to the road users. Okay. So traffic signs can be classified into three types according to Motor Vehicle Act of India 1988. First one is regulatory signs, second one is warning signs, and third one is informatory signs. Regulatory signs are general features of regulatory signs are these are also known as mandatory signs. Mandatory signs. Okay, these are used for to inform the road users of certain rules and regulations, laws and regulations, and prohibitions which are to be followed on the road. So any violation of trespassers or violators will be prosecuted, will be penalized. So the violation of any regulatory signs is a legal offense and it is punishable as specified. According to Motor Vehicle Act, they will be punished according to the Motor Vehicle Act. Who the violators, traffic rules violators. All the regulative signs are circular in shape. The shape of the signboard is circular except two signboards, that is a stop sign and a give way sign. Stop sign is of octagonal shape and give way sign is of inverted triangle. That means apex showing downwards. Generally triangle means apex will be upward. Here inverted triangle. That means the apex should be shown in downwards. So these are the regulatory or mandatory signs. This is the first category of traffic signs. See, this is stop. This is a octagonal shape, and this is give way, inverted triangle shape. Okay, and this is pedestrian prohibited, horn prohibited, no parking sign, no stopping or standing sign, speed limit, right hand curve, left hand curve, right hairpin bend, left hairpin bend, narrow road ahead, narrow bridge, pedestrian crossing, school ahead, roundabout, dangerous dip, hump or rough, barrier ahead. So these are the some of the regulatory or mandatory signs. Stop and give way signs. So these are the stop and give way signs. So these are also known as prohibitory signs. No parking and no stopping. No parking and no stopping signs. Speed limit signs and vehicle control signs. Restricted end signs. Restricted end signs. And compulsory direction control and other signs. These are all comes under regulatory and mandatory signs. First, we will know about the stop sign, which is in octagonal shape and red in color. See here, this is stop sign. It is shaped in the octagonal shape and the color is red. Red in color with a white border. See, if you see the border, it is a white border of 30 mm width. White border of 30 mm width. The stop sign is intended to stop the vehicles entering at a major road from a minor or side road. So, to stop the vehicles which are entering from minor or side road to main road, these signboards are located to stop the vehicles. Next one, give way sign. It is in the shape of inverted triangle with apex downwards. It has a red border of 70 mm width and a white interior. See this? The border is red border width of 70 mm and it is an inverted triangular shape which is apex is showing downwards. The giveaway sign used to control the vehicles on the road so as to assign the right of way to traffic on other roadway. So to give way to the vehicles, for that this sign is indicated. Next, prohibitory signs. These are meant to prohibit the traffic movements or entry of certain vehicle class. These signs are circular in shape. So except stop and give way, remaining all are circular in shape. White in color with a red border. See, remaining are red border, white in color, all signs. If you see, all signs will be circular in shape, red border, white in color. With red border and a red diagonal line. Red diagonal line also there. If you see, this is the red diagonal line to indicate stop. Next, no parking. It is meant to prohibit parking of vehicles at that particular place. So the place which is meant for no parking of vehicle, there we have to provide no parking sign. The definition plate may be indicate the parking sign is circular in shape with a blue background, a red border, and an oblique red bar at an angle of 45 degrees. So there will be a definition plate in the no parking sign below the circular shape. There will be a definition plate will be there. Next, no stopping or standing. It is meant to prohibit stopping of vehicle at that place. The scope of the prohibition may be indicated on a definition plate. So no stopping or standing sign. It is also in circular shape with a blue background, red border, and two oblique red borders at an angle of 45 degrees to each other. Next, speed limit sign. See here, this is the speed limit sign, 50, 50, 40, like that. Depending upon the place, the limit will be changed. Speed limit sign. These are meant to restrict the speed of all or certain type of vehicles in a particular stretch of road. These signs are circular in shape and white background, red border, and black numerals indicate the speed limit like 50, 40, etc. depend upon the location of the place. Next, the vehicle control signs. Vehicle control signs. These are also similar to speed limit sign with black symbols instead of numerals. Generally, width limit, height limit. Height limit means if you one of the vehicle which carries a heavy load above the truck, which will be jammed under a bridge, so that there will be a limit for the height and also length and the load. Load limit also will be there. Particular vehicle should carry some tonnage load. Beyond that, it should be penalized. Axle load limit, like that, there will be some of the controls will be there. So the definition plate may be used in combination to give more details symbolically or by words. So a definition plate will be provided below this circular shape of the sign, wherein we will mention the details either symbolically or by words. Restriction heads. It is the one of the regulatory or mandatory sign. It indicates the restriction imposed by the sign is no more valid beyond this point. That means restriction is ended. Beyond that, you should not follow the rule. You can go as your own speed. So these signs are also circular shape with white background and broad diagonal black band at an angle of 45 degrees. Next, compulsory direction control and other signs. So this type of signs are provided to control the direction of the vehicle by either enforcing it to proceed towards a specific direction. Go in this particular direction only. Like that, if you want to give information, this type of signboard you have to provide. Okay. So to control the direction of the vehicle by either enforcing it to proceed in the particular direction, this type of signboards are used. Some of the regulatory or mandatory signs standardized in IRC are shown in figure. IRC means Indian Roads Congress. So this is stop sign 900 mm by 900 mm width and octagonal shape. And this is give way sign, inverted triangular shape with apex pointing downwards, which is having 900 mm width. And this is a straight prohibited no entry sign. And this is one way sign. There is only one way. Both ways are not permitted. These two are one-way signs. Next, vehicles prohibited in both directions. That means in this direction and in opposite direction also vehicles are not allowed. For that information, this type of signboards are used. Next, right turn prohibited. For that, you have to provide this type of signboard. U-turn prohibited. Overtaking prohibited. See, this is the overtaking symbol. So here we want to prohibit the overtaking process. That's why this type of signboard is used at the places where we want to prohibit the overtaking process. Wherever you are showing to in the place of no parking, there you have to install this no parking signboards. And this is speed limit, no stopping or standing, width limit, restriction end. That means beyond this point, beyond this signboard, you can run your vehicle as per the your wish. Before that, till this signboard, you have to follow the whatever the restriction given by signboard. You have to follow up to this point. Beyond this, no need to follow this regulation. Right? So these are the regulatory or mandatory signs. This is the first type of the traffic signs. And some of the regulatory or mandatory signs also compulsory direction control signs. So you keep left, compulsory you have to turn left. Okay. And compulsory you have to go ahead only, no left turn or no right turn. Here, compulsory right. Here, compulsory ahead or turn right. You can go straight or you can turn right. Okay, here you can go straight or you can turn left. Compulsory keep left. This is the signboard which is used to follow compulsory keep left only. So these are the compulsory direction control signs which comes under prohibitory or mandatory or regulatory signs. Next, warning signs. Warning signs are cautionary signs. This is the second category of traffic signs. Second type, warning signs or cautionary signs. These are used to warn the road users of certain hazardous conditions which are existing on the road or adjacent to the roadway. So if there is any hazardous situations are there, to warn the road users or drivers or pedestrians or vehicle users, this type of signboards are used, which are known as warning signs, also known as cautionary signs. The warning signs are in the shape of equilateral triangle with its apex pointing upwards. See, in the first category, giveaway sign is apex pointing downwards, but here in this second type of category, the apex is pointing upwards and it is equilateral triangle shape. So the background color is white and the border is red. Symbols are used with black color. This is the specifications used in the cautionary or warning sign. These are to be located at sufficient distance in advance to the hazardous conditions. So, to prior information should be given to the road users or vehicle users or pedestrians. You have to give prior information that there will be a hazardous condition in front of certain distance. That's why you have to give prior information before the location, some 1 kilometer or half kilometer. Before the location, you have to fix this type of signboards. The commonly used warning signs are sharp curve ahead, right hand curve, left hand curve, hairpin bend, left hairpin bend, right hairpin bend, narrow bridge ahead, slippery road, pedestrian crossing, Y intersection, rough road, cross road, slide road, barrier road, etc. as shown in figure. So these are the symbols, signboards which are used for second category, cautionary or warning sign. Typical cautionary sign will be like this: equilateral triangular shape, apex pointing upwards. And for all these sign symbols, we are not providing this triangular equilateral triangle, but we have to assume that it was being provided. So in this apex showing upwards, in this equilateral triangle, the sign should be mentioned, right? So for every sign, you have to provide this equilateral triangular shape, right? So right hand curve should be shown like this, left hand curve, hairpin left, reverse bend right, cross road, that means chaurasta. Side road right, there is a small road towards right, and the T intersection, major road ahead. So we are going in this direction, there will be a main road. Here we are going in this direction, main road. Narrow bridge ahead, like that, to show the condition of the road, to show the, to give information about the upcoming obstacles or any warnings. We have to give prior information to the road users by keeping the signboards in front of the, at least a half kilometer in front of the location. So these are the warning or cautionary signs. Next, third category, informatory signs. So these signboards are used for giving information to the road users about hospital or restaurant or petrol pumps, etc., etc. See this, these informatory signs are rectangular in shape. What is the first category? Except after stop and give way, remaining are circular shape. Second category, equilateral triangular shape, apex pointing upwards. And the third category, informatory signs, is of a rectangular in shape. These signs are used to guide the road users along the particular routes and inform to them about the destination and the distance, thus providing with information to make travel easier, safer, and pleasant. So that's why we are giving information to the road users about some restaurants or petrol pumps or hospitals, etc. Prior information has been given to the road users with the help of this type of rectangular shaped informative signs. The informative signs are grouped under following the subheads. There are 5 subheads. First one, direction and place identification signs. So if you want to go to Hyderabad, go straight. If you want to go to Vijayawada, turn left. If you want to go to Warangal, turn right. Like that, direction arrows will be provided on this rectangular shaped board traffic signboard. Okay. And the place also, name also written. Name will be written and arrow direction also given, will be given. Next, the facility information sign. What are the facilities are in front of your journey? That also they will be mentioned. That means facilities like petrol pumps, hospitals, restaurants, etc., etc. The information will be given to the road users on the form of rectangular shape signboards. Next, other useful information signs also given, parking signs, flood gauge. So, if you want to know the what is the flood level, high flood level in that particular area when you are traveling in that particular road in the monsoon period, like Dindi waterfalls near to Srisalem. For that also, this flood gauge sign will be useful. So these are all 5 subheads in the informative signs. See one by one. The direction signs and the place identification signs are rectangular in shape with longer side horizontal. That means rectangle, you know, there will be 2 dimensions, one lengthwise and one widthwise. So here, longer side will be horizontal and shorter side will be upwards. Okay. The signs of this group include destination signs, direction signs, route marker sign, and place identification as shown in the figure. So these are the, uh, this is the road junction approach. Here we are showing if you go straight, you can go to Najapargarh. If you want to go to Delhi, you have to turn left. If you want to go to Rohtak, you have to move to right. Like that, destination and place identification with name, with direction also can be shown in this type of informative sign. So this is rectangular shaped board. Lengthwise has to be provided with horizontal direction. and in height shorter direction should be provided. It is having two posts which are embedded in the ground. These two posts are 80 by 80 by 8 mm T-shaped iron post. Okay. The width of the board is 0.75 meters and the length of the board is 1.2 meters. Okay. So 1.2 by 0.75 is the size of this rectangular board. Right. The facility information signs are rectangular with a blue-black ground and blue background and white or black letters or symbols. These signs indicate facilities such as public telephone, petrol pump, hospital, first aid box, resting place. So these are all the facilities which are provided to the road users when we are in journey. So prior information has to be given to the road users when you are traveling on a car, on a vehicle, or a bus. So, to know the exact location from your point of journey, these signboards are useful. Next, parking signs. These are set up parallel to the road using square signboard with a blue background and white color letter P. P any parking sign to this one. This is called P. Okay. Next, this is causeway. Here, if you want to travel on this causeway, you should know the flood gauge level. What is the high flood level in monsoon season? For that, you have to know the flood level. If you know the flood level, you can travel on this road. So, if you want to go to NH11, like that, you have to go straight and then you have to take right. That is the NH11 indication. This is known as route marker sign. Route marker sign. And this is flood gauge sign. Flood gauge sign. See here, 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, like that. Every feet there will be marking will be there. So the flood will be reached to 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet. Then we will know the how many feet the flood is reached. This is petrol pump sign, and this is first aid box, and this is restaurant, and this is hospital, this is public telephone, and this is eating place. Like that, we are giving some information to the road users with the help of these rectangular signboards, which are known as informatory signs. The size of the board is 0.75 by 1.2 by 0.75. 1.2 width, horizontal direction, 0.75 is width. Okay. Length is 1.2, 0.75 is width. Okay. So these are the three types of traffic signs which are in the according to Motor Vehicle Act 1988. Actually, this Motor Vehicle Act is formed in the year 1939 and revised in the year 1988. So what we have learned till now is according to Motor Vehicle Act 1988, traffic signboards are categorized into three categories. First one is regulatory or mandatory signs. Second one, warning or cautionary signs. Third one is informatory sign. Okay. So these three are the traffic signs which are very helpful to road users while traveling on a highway or road. Okay. Thank you.